You just heard, and you've heard throughout this, and I want to thank Dr. Moss for making those videos. The Claire Booth Luce program has been marvelous for us across the years. And the students who received the scholarships are really some of our top science majors. Some of you may be saying, well, how do I get that? Well, the faculty nominate Claire Booth Luce Scholars every spring. So I will be asking the faculty to nominate another group because some are graduating. Who is a Claire Booth Luce Scholar who's graduating? Let's see, there's one, there's two, and I think there are several more. So we will have additional scholarship lines available. It's a very juicy scholarship. It really requires you to be a top scholar, but we're happy to have students nominated for it. So please know that's there. If you are a current Claire Booth Luce Scholar, you should know it's a mark of great distinction. It is truly one of the great things in all of higher education. So that's about that scholarship. Let's see. Are we ready yet, or we're still waiting for the next component?
It's we have about 5 more minutes until 3.
5 more minutes. Okay.
So it's about 2:55, and we start at 3 with the.
No, we're waiting for a program that we're about to do. So I'm looking for my signal that we can start to discuss.
Right.
Okay. Anybody, while we're waiting, anybody have any questions about the Luce program or any of the things you've heard today? No, everybody's eager to get going to the next part. Okay, we're ready to get going to the next part. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an alum in the class of 1964 who made a very large donation last year in the name of Katherine Johnson. You may know Katherine Johnson as one of the 3 scientists in Hidden Figures, mathematicians. She was one of the great women who was a hidden figure. Why was she a hidden figure? Because she was a Black woman working at NASA. And the Black women who were the scientists, the mathematicians at NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, they were the backbone of helping to launch the entire space program, but they didn't get recognition because of the racism in our government agencies. Let's just be clear about that. Katherine Johnson was remarkable, and she was one of the 3 mathematicians on whom the first NASA astronauts relied. John Glenn, for example, who you may have heard of, or maybe not, was one of the first people to orbit the Earth. And he would not get on the rocket until he knew that Katherine Johnson had verified all of the mathematics behind the launch. That's how important she was. You may have seen the movie Hidden Figures. Katherine Johnson's role was played by Taraj Henson, the great Howard University grad who went on to fame and fortune in Empire and other places. But her best role, I think, was in Hidden Figures. So that's that. In any event, our alum in the class of 1964, a woman by the name of Jurate Kazickas, made a gift to recognize Trinity students who excelled in the STEM disciplines. So the award we're about to discuss, and you're about to meet Jurate in a little video, this award is given to a first year, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior for their excellence in the sciences. So first, we're going to have Jurate on screen tell us about why she created the Johnson Award, and then I will announce the awardees, and I'll ask them to come up and get their certificate, and we'll take a picture. And then following this, I'm also going to ask our wonderful video team at some point very soon, even today or later on, to get a little video clip of each student so we can have that included in the package. I didn't tell you that. You're looking at me like you should have told me that in advance, but this is what goes on. So a little video clip of the student awardees too. So with that, I'd love to introduce Jurate Kazickas and the Katherine Johnson Award. Can we tee her up?
I'd like to congratulate all the winners of the first annual Katherine Johnson Award for Excellence in Math and Science. I regret very much I cannot be with you in person. You know, when I was at Trinity 100 years ago, I was an English major. And I was always in awe of those women who decided to study chemistry or mathematics or biology. I figured they had bigger brains than the rest of us to handle all those signs and numbers. When I heard about Katherine Johnson, I was so impressed with her story. And yes, I did see the movie Hidden Figures. This woman of humble origins, born in West Virginia, spent 33 years at NASA, eventually helping astronauts to get to the moon. As a little girl, she loved to count steps on the way to church, the silverware she was washing. She graduated from college at age 18, summa cum laude, with a double major in math and French. She was a wife, a mother of 3 daughters, and a teacher before joining NASA. She overcame the twin obstacles of her gender and race to become an integral player in the space program. My favorite story about Katherine Johnson is when John Glenn, making a final check on his flight plan to orbit the Earth, got a little nervous about the results that came out of the computer. He asked Johnson to check the figures by hand. If she says they're good, I'm ready to go, he said, and go he did, thanks to her. Her talent and achievements make her a wonderful role model for young women. Girls are capable of doing anything men can do, she said. Her advice to budding scientists, like what you do and you will do your best. You all have selected areas of study that are hugely important to the development of our sophisticated society. We need those big brains more than ever, especially female ones. I wish you all the luck in the world as you move forward in your lives. I truly believe you will do great things in space exploration, artificial intelligence, or equally important, finding ways to save our planet from the crisis facing us in the climate. This award identifies you as being among the best and the brightest. You deserve to carry on Katherine Johnson's legacy. I'm so proud of you, and congratulations.
So now we announce our awardees. And our first awardee to our first year student, Stephanie Matamoros. Stephanie, is Stephanie here? Congratulations, Stephanie. Our sophomore awardee is Michaela Stoney. Congratulations, Michaela. Can you stay here for a minute? Thank you. Our junior awardee is Azucena Molina. Congratulations. Please join us here. And our senior awardee, Katherine Dunkley. Congratulations, Kat. Please join us here. Open them, that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, open them up. That would be good. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. All right, here you go. Okay.
All right, I'll see you. 1, 2.
Scholarship. But you will see that on the statement and we'll send you. Congratulations to you. How about another round of applause? Congratulations. You set the bar high and I hope other students will be inspired to want to compete for that award in the future. And I know that our friend Jurate will be so happy to meet our awardees. And I hope we are able to get a little profile of each one to add to our video. And now I'm very pleased to introduce Dean Sita Ramamurthy. Are you ready for the 3 o'clock panel or are we still waiting?
The panel is at 3:30.
Oh, it's at 3:30.
I think this one ended a bit early.
Okay, so we're going to take a break and then please come back for our early college panel at 3:30. Thank you all and congratulations, ladies, again.